What's up, brothers? Hope everybody's doing well out there. I just pulled in the driveway and cracked one open, and I realized it's been a little over a week since I've uploaded a video, so I figured I'll turn the camera on and shoot the shit with you guys for a little while. I got a good topic to discuss with you tonight. I want to talk about a woman's male friends. The reason why I want to talk about this is because if you ever want to get into a relationship with a woman that's, let's say, over a 6 in looks, this is something you're going to have to deal with. Attractive women have a lot of males around them. A lot of beta male orbiters, a lot of friend zone types, a lot of betas in waiting. It's just the way it is. And I know a lot of people in the manosphere will try to steer you in this direction of, make you believe that she's hooking up with all of them, having sex with all of them. And, this brings out a man's insecurities and whatnot. So sometimes that might be true, sometimes it might not be true, but here's the deal. We're not going to make it all about the woman tonight. We're going to make it all about you. You can't control what a woman does. You can only control your own actions. And that's what's going to determine how your future goes anyways, so that's what we're going to keep it on. Now, the first thing that I want you to do is look at yourself in the mirror. And ask yourself this question. What do you see when you look yourself in the mirror? In terms of, what is your dating potential? What is your relationship potential? Based on your previous relationships, your past dating experiences, and I'm not talking about one-night stands off Tinder or, drunk hookups at nightclubs or whatnot. No, I'm talking about real dating prospects, real relationships. Which guy are you? Okay, which one of these two guys are you? Are you the cock or are you the emotional tampon? And by cock, I mean rooster. Chill out. Are you the cock or are you the emotional tampon? Because here's the thing. All of those guys that are friends with, this girl that you're interested in, this woman that you're interested in, well, they're friends with her for one reason. And a lot of people will try to make you insecure and they'll say they're only friends with her because they want to smash. Cool, if that's how you want to look at it. But the truth is, they're only friends with her because they don't have enough game to be more than friends with her. That's what you got to understand. They're only friends with her because they're the emotional tampon. Otherwise, they wouldn't be friends with her. They'd be dating her, or they'd be hooking up with her, and you wouldn't even know about them. They'd be players about it. They'd be sneaky about it. You just wouldn't even see them. They'd be in and out. Or you'd be out, and they'd be in 100% of the time. That's the way it goes. Right? The thing about beta male orbiters, betas in waiting, that you guys have to understand. And you want to understand this because you don't want to become this, and you also don't want to be jealous of this. You want to be above it. Beta male orbiters worship the ground that this woman walks on. And when you develop an eye for this, you'll understand this perfectly. It's very easy to understand. It's very easy to dissect because you see it everywhere you go, especially when you're the cock. Because you see these other guys and the way they behave, and it's pathetic. It's pitiful. One common place that you'll see this just about anywhere around the world. If you go to a public gym, and I'm just using that as an example, there's plenty of other examples, but public gyms are a very prime example of this. You'll see a pretty girl, fit, nice body, cute, all that. One girl, and I say girl, but I mean woman, right? 25, 28, 35, whatever. One woman, and then you'll see about 4 or 5 guys, 4 or 5 beta male orbiters, racking the weights for, just wanting to be there for, worshiping the ground she walks on. You know, guys that don't have enough game to actually smash or become the boyfriend. And when I say game, you can come up with whatever definition of game you want to come up with. You can say game is all about looks. You can say game is all about personality. You can say game is all about money. You can say game is, just who you are as a man or whatever. Whatever your definition of game is, those guys don't have it. And here's how you know. Whenever the big dog comes around, I'm talking the boyfriend, the man she has a crush on, the man she is married to, the man she wants to be with. Anytime he comes around, she automatically starts ignoring all the beta male orbiters. They don't exist anymore. And now she's on him. And then you realize the difference between the beta orbiters and the big dog. You realize when she was communicating with the beta orbiters, she might have been a little bit playful. On a scale of 1 to 10, she might have turned the flirtatious meter up to about a level 3. She smiled, smacked him on the arm, made a couple of jokes, told one of them he was looking buff. But it didn't go any further than that. She didn't turn the meter up very high. But now that she's in the presence of the big dog, her whole body language changes. It's like she's weak in the knees. She feels like a woman. She feels sexy in his presence. And you can tell that this is a guy she's comfortable allowing to explore her body. Right? This guy's on a different level. He has access that those other guys don't have. You understand what I'm saying? So you can say this guy has game and they don't. You can say he's good looking and they're not. You can say he's rich and they're poor. However you want to write it up. I don't care. Whatever your definition of game is, this guy has it and they don't. Now that's the cold hard truth for beta males, hypergamy, female nature, game, dating strategy, all of it, all of the above. Not every man gets to smash. Okay? We can't have it both ways. We can't say she's a whore and she's hooking up with everybody, and at the same time say she's hypergamous and she puts men in the friend zone, and so on and so forth. When you've been around as long as I have, you'll know. You'll know when you see it. There is a big difference between a man that she's hooking up with and a man that she's just friends with. Now, you can get all insecure about the fact that there's a lot of beta orbiters around this hot, good-looking woman that you want to be with. Or you can just accept it. Accept that you're the cock and they're the emotional tampon. But here's the thing. Once you get to a point where you're in a relationship, like a real relationship, if you're thinking about marriage or you're thinking about starting a family, I'd say a good 99% of the time, good 99% of women out there, without you even having to tell them, they start shutting those other guys off. They delete their phone numbers. She's very clear that she doesn't want to talk to any of those other guys anymore. She lets them know with her actions. And they sit back and they get their hearts broken. They're faithful betas in waiting. Never getting a chance, never getting a whiff, never getting a chance to see her naked, never getting a chance to hit, never getting a chance to have her look at him like she's in love with him, never having that opportunity. Okay, but these guys will worship her, and they'll be there at the gym with her. They'll never allow another girl. They'll never allow their eyes to wander to another girl. They're just faithful as ever. Faithful betas. They'll do anything for a chance with her. But understand this. If you're a guy that is that faithful beta, you're that beta orbiter, you're that guy in the friend zone, you know this is the cold hard truth. And you know when you sit back and you've been waiting months, maybe years for a chance, and the big dog comes around, the panty dropper comes around, his arms are twice as strong and his dong is twice as long, you know it's over with. Now, this isn't meant to be a video that demoralizes you. If you are the friend zone, the beta orbiter guy, it's meant as a wake-up call if you are that guy. But if you're the cock, you probably got nothing to worry about. Let's be honest. That's why, as a man, you got to make it about yourself. Make it about you. Objectively look at yourself and say, which one am I? Which fucking one am I? Grab your fucking balls and ask yourself which one you are. And be honest. You'll come up with your own conclusion. And look, if you are that guy, if you are the big dog, why would you concern yourself with being jealous or upset about a bunch of beta orbiters? That should be a confidence boost. Understanding that your lady is on high demand. All these men want to be with her, but they don't have what it takes. You have what it takes, but they don't have what it takes. And you should never settle for anything less. You got to be that guy. I don't care what your nationality is, what color you are, how tall you are, what you look like, how you talk, how you walk, whatever. I don't care about any of that stuff. But you got to look at yourself and just say, either I'm that guy or nothing else. And when you communicate with women, by and large, all women, any woman, exude that, that type of masculinity. Let her know you don't hang around. You don't hang around and worship the ground somebody walks on with nothing in return, only to sit back and get your heart broken. But unfortunately, a lot of guys do. And when a woman has a lot of male friends, that means she's got a lot of guys that are about to have that happen to them. So I say, if you're dating a woman that has a lot of male friends, you're in a much better position than they're in. I'll put it like that. And if you want to take her serious, or I should say if she wants you to take her serious, well, she's fully aware that she's eventually going to have to cut him off. Otherwise, it's a waste of your time. But like I said, they do that naturally. You don't want to force it. You don't want to make them do something. You want them to do it on their own. So you don't want to tell them. You don't want to sit her down and say, I don't want you talking to all these guys. No. If she continues talking to the other guys, then you continue bullshitting. You'll be the cock. But in terms of you being the boyfriend, the husband, forget about it. Not until we progress beyond this situation that we're in right now. You can still have your fun if that's what you want to do. But always remember, the worst possible thing you can do to yourself is to sit around and be jealous and insecure about a bunch of guys that aren't even on your level. That's a toxic mindset. There's no cure for jealousy. It's weak, it's repulsive, and it's a beta male trait. So don't allow it to poison you and take you over. But hey guys, I think I'm probably just rambling at this point, so we're going to go ahead and cut this one off. But I hope this video was somewhat informative, and that's about it for tonight, guys. Until next time, see ya.